communicable diseases have the potential to result in serious cross-border public health threats. The European Union contributed significantly to the improvement of health security. However, management of this type of crisis remains an incredible challenge, and some needs and challenges related to pandemic response still remain unmet. Stamina Project aims to contribute to this crucial effort by focusing on providing solutions for the preparedness and response phases of the emergency management cycle.
The Stamina Project started in September 2020. 38 different institutions from 16 countries participated in the project. Besides Slovenia, also Austria, Belgium, the Czech Republic, France, Greece, Great Britain, Germany, Tunisia, Italy, Lithuania, and so on and so on. Slovenian partners were the Community Healthcare Center Dr. Adolf Maribor and the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science of the University of Maribor. In the project application, they focused primarily on the use of artificial intelligence in managing pandemic of still current viruses, such as pandemic influenza H1N1, E. coli, Ebola, Zika, and West Nile virus. In the same year, so in December 2019, COVID-19 occurred in the Wuhan, China, which means that we as researchers were quite revolutionary in our search for research idea. Since from the beginning of the project, we were mainly focused and concerned within managing the COVID-19 pandemic. The Health Center Maribor participated in the project as end user of smart support solutions for managing pandemics, while the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science provided technical support. At the beginning of the project, we reviewed the current state of pandemic management in each country, and later we developed clinical trial within which we tested Stamina tools. In the clinical trial scenario, we performed the full treatment of COVID-19 positive patient from admission, clinical examination, preliminary diagnosis, transport to clinical treatment. In this way, we tested 3 tools, SmartCo, Engage, and EMT, which were developed within the Stamina project. SmartCo enables monitoring basic health status of the patient, while the Engage tool enables overview of information on the available hospital capacities, personnel capacities, bed capacities, and protective equipment capacities. The connection between the individual tool was ensured by EMT tool, which is intended to display a global picture of what is happening during the pandemic. In addition to combining data, the tool also provides various options for analyzing and displaying this data.
The tools developed under the Stamina project are based on the concepts derived from GeoFusion Suite analytic platform. In its design, GeoFusion Suite is an advanced software framework that includes all necessary tools, integration mechanisms, and data transformations for feature extraction and carrying out advanced analytics with the support of AI from the georeference data sources. The latter includes both traditional spatial data layers as well as heterogeneous remote sensing data sources and sensor streams installed on either stationary or mobile, unmanned, aerial and space platforms. The presented concepts allow users to discover new knowledge in the multitudes of geospatially correlated processes through visual analytic tools. In the context of Stamina project, GeoFusion Suite brings the following conceptual designs, including integration of Stamina POI tracker data. It allows to perform time-dependent geospatial analysis and the execution of AI methods to simulate different possible scenarios and to optimize them accordingly. In this way, GeoFusion Suite can be used as a fundamental tool for creating a list of best practices and guidelines to improve readiness and response to the pandemic crisis.
At the Community Health Center Maribor, we developed a clinical trial scenario with a patient who is not feeling well, has difficulty breathing, and has elevated temperature. The patient visits the health station station and is examined by a family medicine doctor. As the patient continues to feel worse, the doctor performs a rapid antigen test which shows a positive result for the COVID-19 infection. Due to the patient's worsening condition, the medical technician calls the dispatch center for emergency medical assistance. The dispatcher receives the call, accepts the request for help according to the Slovenian Emergency Medical Aid Index, and classifies the request as urgent. At the same time, the dispatcher enters patient's data into the dispatch system. Upon receiving the call, emergency intervention vehicles, motorcycle rescue and emergency ambulance reanimobile are activated. Inside the ambulance, a mobile phone is installed with the Stamina Point Tracker application running, which allows the dispatcher to continuously monitor the location of vehicle on the map in the EMT tour. After activating the motorcycle rescue and the emergency ambulance, the dispatcher uses an Engage tool to check the occupancy of the nearest hospital and its free bed capacity, staff and personal protective equipment capacity. The motorcycle rescue arrives at Health Station Starše and first installs personal protective equipment for his own protection. Then immediately installs the Smart Co watch on the patient, which starts monitoring patient's basic health status, heart rate and oxygen saturation. Soon after the motorcyclist, also the emergency ambulance with the medical team arrives and the doctor performs a clinical examination of the patient. The dispatcher informs the medical team that the General Hospital Ptuj is the closest medical facility, but it is currently fully occupied. Therefore, the patient is taken to the next nearest and available medical facility, which is the University Clinical Center in Maribor. The evaluation of the trial showed that stamina tools are very useful. However, the tools should be appropriately adapted to the national systems. As far as the crisis management of pandemics is concerned, it is essential to establish a unified system in the European Union, but much depends on political support. And at the same time, it is necessary to cover all aspects, for example, organizational, financial, cultural, and also others. Those aspects differ very much among European countries. It is also necessary to be aware of cultural differences and people's expectation also when implementing these tools.
To help crisis management teams, national planners and regional agencies in the future, Stamina follows 5 key objectives. A set of guidelines to improve preparedness. Provide easy-to-use EU-compatible software tools. Increase diagnostic capability. Improve cooperation. And ensure the sustainability of Stamina solution.